What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, and it has been so long since I have sat down and done a regular full-length YouTube video. I'm so excited, but I think I'm even more excited for this palette. I'm talking about the Nomad Chamonix Après-Ski palette. This color story is so unbelievably beautiful, and these are all the colors that I personally always gravitate towards, so I don't even know where to begin. And before I show you the color story, it is launching today, and you can use my code AMIE. That's just AMIE. I'll put it on the screen and it will save you a little bit of money and let them know that I sent you. So most importantly, let's get into the palette. This is the beautiful color story. I'm always drawn to rosy shades. Oh, but there is something about this seafoam kind of green. It's so fresh. I love the color. And then I will never say no to blues. I just think this is so beautiful. If I created a palette, it would be very reminiscent of this. They're jewel tones, but they're still soft. I think this is the perfect winter to spring transitional color palette. I just love it. Okay, I know I'm just like raving about it and I haven't even put the palette on my eyes, but I do already love Nomad Cosmetics, so yeah, I'm expecting to love this palette. So let's get into it. I'm gonna use Pee Wee's base. This is the Rumor 0.5. Now I always use this base. It is kind of my tried and true. And one of the reasons I love to use it so much is because it gives me a very consistent idea of how palettes perform. Typically, I love Nomad's palettes. They have never made a palette that I did not like. And of course, there are some that I just adore. And I think this is probably going to be my top palette from them because the color story is so amazing. I'm sure I'm going to be doing some sort of cutting the crease, so I'm not really worried about going all the way down to the lash line right now. Y'all also let me know how you feel about the quality of how this video is looking. I'm just trying out a few different methods and tweaking with things since it's been a while and my setup has changed. Everything is looking different. I think I'm going to pick up this green. It's going to look very like, girl, what the hell are you doing at first? But we're going to start small and build up. I was so excited for the winter weather, but I don't know about y'all. My skin is hating it right now. My face is looking so textured and I'm like peeling today, even though I didn't use anything to make me peel. That first shade I used is Mont Blanc. Now I'm gonna pick up, I'm gonna guess La Terrace, this one here, and I'm gonna be blending those two together. I'm gonna pick up actually this shade that's called Haute Savoy. I love though that the other two colors lighter than this in that column are very, very soft. That way you've got some shades that are really easy to blend with. One thing about me, I can use a dozen brushes so easily on one look. So I'm looking for a slightly fluffer brush. I'm gonna pick up the lighter green called Ski. This is the middle shade in that row. I'm picking up that light minty seafoam green called Fondue. Now I'm going to pick up the lighter blue called Last Call. And we did use the mid shade in this column. So this is going to be our only blending blue. The softer kind of rosy shade is called Off Piste. I'm probably butchering it. And now I'm just kind of looking for any areas that aren't very blended. I do feel like I need that lightest shade in the rosy column. This one's just like a really super pale shade. You could blend almost anything with this. Because I am going to cut the crease, I want to make sure that it's intense enough. I'm using just a little bit of petroleum jelly to cut my crease. And I do this because I feel like this is what gives you that really crispy line and make sure that no shades are getting muddy. Oh my god, relaxing my brow is one of the scariest things that I do. I don't have to cut much at all because I'm really close to where I want it. So I'm basically just cleaning up the bottom. So now I have to decide what else to put on the lid. So I use just more P. Louise base. Sometimes I'll use one of the P. Louise paints. But for this, I just felt like it was fine. And I also wanted to make sure it was bright. I'm just looking at all of this like, oh my god, what do I want to use? I think I'm going to pick up Chamonix. This super sparkly shade. Actually, let me swatch a couple of these. Les Alpes and Chamonix. Like, what? They're so beautiful. Wow. Oh my god, I didn't even swatch Après. I don't even know. They're so beautiful. But it makes me want to cover my entire lid in those. Look at that. This might be the most beautiful palette that they have ever done. That's saying something, but whoa. Let me think. I'm gonna pick up Aperitif. And then a little bit of Chamonix. I don't know exactly where I'm going with this. I just know that these colors are enchanting, to say the least. Little Mountain Chalet. I like where this is going, but I am not nearly satisfied because I feel like I just want to do every single color and put them all over my lid. So I'm gonna go with the deeper blue that I used already, La Terrace, I think, and I'm gonna put that right here. I'm gonna pick up the Haute Savoy Berry Rose shade. Kind of blend that little outer corner a little bit. It needs just a little bit of attention. Okay, now I feel like this is really coming together. This is an unbelievable palette. I am so in love. I'm gonna take Les Alpes. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but I'm just kind of doing like what I feel in the moment. I have on a little highlight. It's Fenty, but I need to see what Chamonix looks like as a highlight. Maybe a little Les Alpes. Oh, as I suspected, I am in love with this palette. It is so beautiful. And let me just, I need to get a look at it because just like make sure I'm seeing what I'm seeing. I'm not having the best makeup day otherwise. I tried a different combination of products. The face isn't exactly giving what I want it to give, but the eyes and this highlight are giving absolutely everything. I am so in love with this. I used 13 shades. 13 out of 18 ain't bad. I'm so excited to edit this because I love the way that this look turned out, and I fully feel like this color story is kind of just like made for me because it's some of all of my favorite colors. Everything blended together so nicely, but let me tell you, as I was swatching these, I wanted to like give each color its own moment. So I definitely need to do more looks with this 100%. And I feel like just some simple looks, letting this blue be like the star of the show is gonna be so pretty too. This would definitely be in the top of the list. If I had to really, really narrow down my palettes, I'm talking like to like 5 or 10 palettes, this would have to be one of them. It just would have to be because it's so gorgeous. Y'all let me know what you think about the look and the palette. And again, if you want to go shop this palette or any other palettes, you can go to Nomad's website. You can use code Amy and I think it'll save you an additional 10%. And leave me some comments below of what you think about the look in the palette and if you'll be picking this beautiful baby up. I need to know. And if you guys have any other beauty related video requests apart from my weekly vlog, definitely let me know. It can be new launches, new palettes, makeup tutorials, questions about makeup. If you guys have like questions that you would like for me to put into a video, questions about makeup, just a Q&A, if you guys want to do that, you can always drop it in the comments. And yeah, I'll do my best to get back to you. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.